10 years ago, someone made 5 decisions. Nothing dramatic, nothing obvious. They didn't quit their job, they didn't move to a new city. They didn't even have a single big moment of change. They just made 5 small decisions and kept making them every day without realizing what they were doing. 10 years later, that person looks back and barely recognizes their old life. The problem? There are 2 versions of that story. In one version, those 5 decisions built something extraordinary: financial freedom, deep relationships, a body that still works, a mind that's sharp, a life that feels like theirs. In the other version, and this is the one most people are living, those same 5 decisions quietly dismantled everything. Not with an explosion, with a slow, invisible erosion. And here's what makes this terrifying. You are making those 5 decisions right now, today, this week, in the next hour. You don't get a warning. You don't get a countdown timer. You don't get a moment where someone taps you on the shoulder and says, "Hey, this choice right here, this is the one that matters." It doesn't work like that. And by the time most people realize what's happening, the 10 years are already gone. So here's what this video is. This is the map nobody gave you. We're going to go through all 5 decisions, what they actually are, why almost everyone is getting them wrong, and exactly what you need to do differently starting today. Not in 10 years, not next month, today. Stay with me, because decision number 3 is the one that quietly destroys more potential than any other force on Earth, and almost no one is talking about it. Before we get into the 5 decisions, I need to destroy something you believe about yourself. You believe you're thinking long-term. You read the articles, you know the quotes: delayed gratification, compound interest, plant trees whose shade you'll never sit under. You know this stuff. But here's the brutal truth. Knowing it and actually doing it are 2 completely different neurological events. Your brain is not wired for decade-level thinking. It never has been. This isn't a personal failure. This is biology. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that plans, projects, and thinks abstractly into the future, it's powerful, but it's lazy. It takes effort to activate. It requires intentional override. Your limbic system, the ancient, emotional, reward-driven engine underneath, that thing runs automatically. It wants comfort now, safety now, dopamine now. And every single day, without you noticing, it is making decisions on your behalf. You think you're choosing to scroll for just a few minutes. The limbic system is choosing. You think you're choosing to skip the hard conversation. The limbic system is choosing. You think you're choosing to stay in the comfortable job, the comfortable relationship, the comfortable routine. The limbic system, every time. And that system does not think in years, it thinks in minutes. So when I tell you that the decisions you're making right now will define your next 10 years, I'm not giving you inspiration, I'm giving you a warning. Because most people spend a decade unconsciously, outsourcing their choices to a brain system that has absolutely no interest in who they want to become. The 5 decisions we're about to cover, they are the 5 places where that unconscious autopilot does the most damage. Let's start with decision number 1.
Decision 1 isn't dramatic. It doesn't feel like a decision at all. It's who you spend your time with. Now, before you roll your eyes because you've heard you are the average of the 5 people closest to you 1,000 times, I want to go deeper than that, because the surface version of that idea is almost useless. Here's what's actually happening beneath the surface. The mirror neuron trap. Your brain contains a system of neurons, often called mirror neurons, that cause you to unconsciously replicate the behavior, emotional states, and even the ambition levels of the people around you. This isn't metaphorical, this is physical. When you spend time around people who are comfortable being mediocre, people who complain but don't change, who talk about dreams but protect their comfort, your brain starts to model that as normal. And normal is the most dangerous word in your life. Because your brain doesn't optimize for greatness, it optimizes for fitting in with your environment. This is survival wiring. For most of human history, being rejected by your social group meant death. So your brain will contort your ambitions, your standards, and your self-image to match the people around you. Not because you're weak, because you're human. But here's the problem most people ignore. It's not just about the people you actively choose to spend time with. It's the passive environment, the podcasts you half listen to, the social media accounts that fill your feed, the comment sections you scroll through, the conversations in the background of your life. All of it is social input, and all of it is calibrating your sense of what's possible, what's normal, what's acceptable for someone like you. Think about that. If your feed is full of people complaining, you absorb complaint as the natural response to difficulty. If your feed is full of people building, creating, growing, you absorb that as the baseline. Your environment is programming you constantly. The only question is whether you're doing it intentionally. The compound effect of proximity. Here's the 10-year version of this. Year 1, you spend time with people who have slightly higher standards than you. People who read more, think more carefully, take their health seriously, hold themselves accountable. It feels uncomfortable at first. You feel like the least impressive person in the room. But slowly, imperceptibly, your baseline rises. By year 3, your thinking has changed. Your standards have changed. The opportunities available to you have changed because your network has changed. By year 10, you are a fundamentally different person than you would have been. Now run that same experiment in reverse. Year 1, you keep the same comfortable social circle. People who aren't growing. People who subtly discourage ambition because it makes them feel uncomfortable about their own choices. People who call it being realistic, when what they mean is, don't make me feel bad about staying still. Year 3, you've unconsciously lowered your standards to match. You've stopped talking about your goals because it creates friction. You've normalized a level of mediocrity that would have horrified the version of you from 10 years ago. Year 10, the erosion is complete. And the worst part? It didn't feel like a decision. It never does. The hard truth. Some of the people in your life right now are costing you a decade. That's not comfortable to say, it's not comfortable to hear, but it's true. And the decision isn't always to cut people out. Sometimes that's right, sometimes it's not. The real decision is this. Are you going to be intentional about who gets access to your attention, your time, and your energy? Because right now, if you're not deciding that consciously, your limbic system is deciding it for you, and it will choose comfort every time. Coming up, decision 2, and this one is going to hit differently because it's about something you do every single morning, something you probably think is helping you. It's not.